Welcome back. Now through December 25th, 30% off, Joy. Go to 23andme.com/theherd, 23andme.com/herd. Those DNA genetic testing kits. DNA genetic testing kits. Those are fun, actually. It's fascinating to find out that you're from Iceland or something. You know, it's just awesome. I love those things. I always said I really respect reporters who are willing to be critical of the home team. It's harder. You get a lot of crap at practice. You get a lot of ugly stares. People shut you out. But Ben Volen, who's been covering the Patriots through the Aaron Hernandez saga and that murder saga through the Patriots, good days, bad days, Spygate, Deflategate, Super Bowl runs, joining us via the Coward Global Satellite Network. Ben Volen is joining us. All right, let's start with an easy one, or maybe it's not. What do your eyes tell you, Ben? What's wrong with the Patriots?
They have a lot of things wrong. And I think, number one, you have to look at the speed of the team on both sides of the football. Where was it yesterday against the Steelers? No speed on offense, no explosive plays, and then no speed on defense, not being able to get after the quarterback and disrupt Ben Roethlisberger. They're relying on Rob Gronkowski, who looks slow out there. Tom Brady starting to, he obviously never moved around that well, but making bad decisions inside the red zone for the second straight week. Julian Edelman not looking like himself. This is a slow team that I wonder, Colin, if they overestimated how much Brady, Gronk, and Edelman had left. They really built the team around these guys, and all three of them kind of looked old on Sunday against the Steelers.
I could argue, though, Belichick wanted to keep Garoppolo and wanted to bail on Gronk, and then Tom and the owner stepped in. Couldn't I argue that Belichick is sitting there, Ben, with a smirk, saying to Kraft and Brady, I told you so, because Belichick wanted to get rid of Gronk and wanted to demote Brady pretty soon, did he not?
I definitely think he wanted to keep Garoppolo, and that probably entails getting rid of Tom Brady. And there were all those reports about how the Patriots had a trade offer on the table for Gronkowski before the draft. So, the whole Patriots mantra, we get rid of a player a year too early instead of a year too late. They're not really sticking to it with their most important players here. Brady, Gronk, and Edelman you hate to say it, but they're starting to look a little bit past their prime. And like I said, I wonder if the Patriots overestimated how much these guys all have left.
There's been various stories. They don't get along. They do get along. Let's face it. It's lasted 18 years. I mean, that's 3 times as long as like a Shaq, Kobe, Bradshaw, Noel. You go to 18 years. From this point, it's just gravy. I mean, you've been very, very lucky. But when let's just say they're a 3 seed or a 4, they don't get a home field game. Do you see them capable of winning a road game?
Not in the playoffs. Not the way that this Patriots team is playing this year. The hallmark of the Patriots over the years, their mental toughness and their ability to overcome, and especially on the road. And this team just does not have it. They're 3-5 on the road. It's the second worst road record under Belichick and Brady. They went 2-6 in 2009. That was the last time they had to play in this wild card weekend. The Patriots still have a good shot at the number 2 seed. If they win out, and if the Texans lose this weekend at the Eagles, then the Patriots go back to the number 2 seed, home a bye and a home game and all that. But no, if they have to go on the road in the playoffs and play a good team, I don't like their chances. You look at the teams and the quarterbacks they've lost to, Colin. It's a head-scratching list. Blake Bortles, Matt Stafford, Marcus Mariota, Ryan Tannehill, and then Ben Roethlisberger yesterday as well. So the Patriots just have not played well on the road all year.
By the way, Darnold looked great in a loss. They don't have any offensive personnel. I had multiple execs texting me during that game going, God, this kid looks like Andrew Luck first couple of years. He's carrying nobody. I wonder, what's on the horizon for New England? Because Tom Brady's been taking pay cuts. There should be all these emerging great young stars like Cleveland has, for instance, or Chicago has, or Dallas has when you're not paying your quarterback a lot. What's the future? Like, who's their emerging star? Do you see a path out of this?
It certainly is not looking good for the future of the Patriots right now. And I know every year we want to say, is this the end? Well, here's why I say it is. Your star players are starting to look their age. And as you said, there's no one behind them. They have not drafted well at all. They have given up young players like Garoppolo and Brandon Cooks. Dion Lewis was a guy they could have maybe built around for a few more years. it's not like they have a bunch of guys in the pipeline right now. They're just kind of an aging team. It's a lot of the same faces on defense as well. Devin McCourty, Dante Hightower, Patrick Chung. So they maybe have another year left in them after this as far as the current Patriots run. But it certainly does look like it's coming to an end soon. And yeah, the way Sam Darnold played on Saturday night, he was fantastic. Some of those throws he was making. So, hey, maybe the Patriots will finally have a little bit of competition in this division. It's only been 20 years. It's about time.
By the way, they're going to draft a quarterback, right? I mean, Ben, they'd have to. It'd be ridiculous not to draft a quarterback, right?
Well, I thought they would draft one last year, and they didn't. You never know with Bill Belichick. I could potentially see them. I think, obviously, they would love to draft a kid and groom him. And I think they do have a lot of resources, extra second and third round picks this year where they can do some maneuvering. However, maybe they go that veteran stopgap route as well, like the Vikings signing Kirk Cousins for 3 years. Maybe someone becomes available, some sort of veteran quarterback, that they can use him as a bridge after Tom Brady and then figure out what they're going to do. But obviously with Brady being 41 and not having a great season, they have to get the next guy ready to go.
Good stuff. Ben Volen, Boston Globe, Patriots writer, never afraid to be brutally honest. I agree with him. I don't see the dynamic players. I watched the Browns this week, and I see all sorts of young players, Bears, Cowboys, I see them. I don't see it with New England. They're getting old. Ben, thank you so much.
Thank you, Colin.
Trent Dilfer before the end of the hour, the always outspoken Sean Merriman. Can I touch on the Sam Darnold thing for a second? Listen, man, I said for years on Andrew Luck, if you don't see it, I can't help you. If you don't see it with Sam Darnold, they have nothing to work with. Pro Football Focus rates their running backs, receivers, and offensive line with the Jets, bottom 2 in the league, bottom 3 in the league. They have no players. Darnold was spectacular Saturday. It doesn't matter wins or loses. The kid's unbelievable. He looks a little like Luck, a little like Elway. Now, I don't think he's as naturally gifted as John Elway. I don't think he's going to be as great as Andrew Luck. But in this league, add context. Like Lamar Jackson has a bunch of good players around him, a veteran staff, a lot of smart offensive guys, Greg Roman, Marty Morningweg, defense, a running game. Darnold has nothing. By the way, Arizona has nothing, and Josh Rosen's getting crushed. Darnold has nothing. He's won 4 games, 2 road games. They have no business hanging around Houston Saturday. They got no business being in that football game. They were using their third running back, and they were missing 2 receivers, 2 running backs, and they had a right tackle that was a backup and a backup at center. And they took J.J. Watt and Jadeveon Clowney down to the wire. If you don't see it, just like I said with Andrew Luck, I can't help you. If you don't see it, there's nothing I can do. Joy with the news.
No.